In this video, I'm going to show you how to upload resources into Frog and then make it visible for the students to see them. So the first thing, you need to be within your school department. So My Files, Frog Shared, School Departments, find your department. I'm in the training one that I created earlier. Now, what you need to do is you need to have a folder in which to put those resources. That makes it a lot easier to show the students it later. So if you go to New and then click on Folder, and then give it an appropriate name. And that folder will appear in your area. It is important that you put things in folders within your area, because then that keeps all of Frog really neat and tidy. So if I double click into that folder, obviously there's nothing in it because we've not uploaded any files yet, but what we want to do now is upload our resources. So we go to New, and then we go to File. And that opens this, and if you wait a second, the Select File option will open. Click on Select File, and it will take you into your area of your computer. You can browse to find the files that you want. Now I've got 2 PowerPoints here that I'd like to upload. I don't have to do them individually. If you hold Control down when you've clicked on the one, and then click on the other one, it does that. And you can do multiple files at the same time. I'm just going to do 2 for now, and they'll both appear in here. If you then click Upload Files, and you can see that they've now disappeared from there, and that's because they've been uploaded to Frog. If you press Close, it will refresh, and my PowerPoints are now in there. At the minute they're in there, but it's not easy for the students to see. They're just in this folder at the minute. What I really want to do is I want them to be able to see them when they go onto this Training 1 file. So if I click on it, and what I'm going to need to do is go to Edit Page. Now that I'm in Edit Page, all my normal blue frog bricks appear, but we're not using these ones this time. We're going to use a different one. We're going to go into the Collaboration brick at the top. Now in the Collaboration brick there are many different options, but the one that we're interested in is this one here, which is Web Files. But just like normal, we drag and drop it into the right place. So I'm going to put it at the bottom here. Now, when you look at that, what you're seeing is everything in Frog, right from the top. Now, we don't want people to be able to see that. We want to point it just to the resources that we're interested in. So, just like every Frog brick, if you want to change it, you double click on it. Now, this looks quite complicated, but it's not really, because we're only interested in this first bit, Folder. So here it says Folder, and what we want to do is point it at that folder I've just made. So if you go along here, these squares with the 3 dots are always Browse buttons. So click on Browse. And what you'll find is it takes you, again, up to the top end of Frog. And we need to point it down. Now this pathway is really, really important. If you've watched the links video, it's the same pathway we use for that. But it's one that you need to know. So, Frog Learning Platform, Editable Documents, Resources, School Departments, and then you find your own department. Now I put mine into Training. Now, there's the Training Files folder that I made earlier. If I double click on it, it looks like there's nothing in there. There is still my PowerPoints in there, but this particular box is just looking for folders. It's not looking for files, just folders. So I want it to point at a folder, and I know that my files are in this folder because I made it earlier, so I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click OK again. And what you can see now is that it's pointing just at that folder that I made earlier and showing the PowerPoints that are within it. Now if I publish and exit, the page will reload, and when the page reloads, it will show the PowerPoints that I've put in earlier. Now, if I'd made that with lots of different folders within it, I could do that and have lots of different folders for students to look at. In this case, I've just done it like that. But that's how to upload resources into Frog and then make them visible for students.